Hi guys, it's Winifred the Witch. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make a Dollar Tree witch hat wreath. Your wreath will look like this at the end of this video. The things that you're going to need is a measuring mat. This is optional. If you don't have one, don't go out and buy one. You can use a ruler. A metal wreath shape holder. 2 witch wooden stick legs. This is also optional. It depends if you want the witch legs at the end of your wreath or not. A pack of piping. 3 rows of deco mesh black. 2 rows of color. You want to get 2 different color deco mesh. A pack of glue sticks and glue gun. 2 different types of ribbon, a pair of scissors, mesh tubing, spiders, and bats. Also, this is optional. It just depends on what you want. Okay, so the first step of making your wreath is securing the witch legs at the bottom of your wreath. So what I did was I intertwined, I don't know if you could see it, but intertwined the witch legs in between the metal. And stuck it in like that. And I did the same thing for the other side, but the opposite. So I went over the wreath with this one. I'm gonna go under the wreath and then back over the small one so it can have some tension on it. Now the Dollar Tree does offer these material witch feet that is like a door hang. You can use that. I prefer the sticks because they're glittered and they're just cute. The next step I'm going to do is take a piping and tie each leg to the metal at the different points of the metal. And after I go ahead and tie each leg to the metal, I'm going to reinforce it by putting the glue over each section of the metal. Now that you have your witch feet secured to the metal wreath holder, you're going to now start on the top of the witch hat by wrapping the black deco mesh around the metal wreath. Now to do that, this is also going to take 2 rolls because I like my top of the witch hat thick and not see-through. So what I do, I start off by taking this mesh wreath and tying it to the top of the witch hat. Just like that. Then I start wrapping the wreath at the top. Now to get started, it is hard at first, but deco mesh is pretty easy to work with. And as long as you just let it do its thing, you're not gonna have a problem. Now that you've finished the first roll of deco mesh, all you're gonna do is tuck it inside your wreath where it's opened at. Deco mesh will stick together, and as you can see, it's not see-through, it's pretty thick on there. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna start your second roll where you left off at by tucking the beginning of your second roll underneath where you ended at, and then you just start wrapping around again. And I always, when I start my second roll, I'll go back to where I left off at least 1 or 2 times, because it's usually still too thin of deco mesh. And you're just going to keep rolling until you get to this bottom part of your wreath. And it will, like I said, take 2 rolls. If it doesn't reach the bottom part of your wreath, you're just going to push down some of your deco mesh, just like that. Again, now that I'm at the end of my roll, you're just going to go ahead and tuck. And as you can see, it didn't make it to the bottom, so all you're going to do is push everything down. Just like that. And now you have the top of your witch's hat. So the next step for your witch hat wreath is to do the bottom portion. I'm going to teach you how to do a floral pick, and it's pretty simple. And we're going to use these floral picks for the bottom of your wreath. This is where the cutting is going to come in at. And this is why I say it's easier if you have a cutting board, because the cutting board does measure out your 9 inches that you're going to need and your 18 inches that you're going to need. So first you're going to start by cutting your pipe mesh, and this is going to be 18 inches, and you're going to need 16 cuts of this. Then you're going to do 8 cuts of this ribbon at 9 inches, 8 cuts at this ribbon at 9 inches, and you're also going to take your color deco mesh and measure it out 9 inches and cut 8 pieces each of the color. And then for your black deco mesh, you're going to cut 16 pieces 9 inches of this color. And then you're going to take 8 pipings and cut them in half. The reason why we have more black than color is because what you're going to do is you're going to take each color in each deco mesh is going to be a pick with this. So this is a whole pick. And as you see, that's the exact one I did right here. And these are for this one. So to do a floral pick, it's pretty simple. All you're gonna do is take your deco mesh, and as you can see, it's kind of rolled already because they roll so tight at the store. So you're gonna just roll it a little bit tighter. Not too tight, but about around that. And then you're also gonna take your black one and roll that a little tighter. So as you got your 2 deco mesh pieces rolled tight, you're gonna put them on top of each other. Then you're gonna take your ribbon and you're gonna fold that in half. Now with the ribbon, you wanna make sure the very colorful part is facing outwards. And then also with the ribbon, you also, once you cut it and once you roll it in half, you're gonna wanna trim the edges off so you can kind of have it looking a little decorative. Let me get my scissors and show you what I'm talking about. So it looks like that. So you can kind of have it looking a little decorative. So again, you're gonna fold that in half. And since this is it's got a majority of black in this ribbon, I'm gonna put it over the purple so it doesn't all blend in. If I put it over the black, it's gonna blend in too much. So I'm gonna put it over the color deco mesh. And then I'm gonna take the piping deco mesh, and you're gonna do like a figure 8. And it's gonna be like a bow. So you're gonna grab it like that. And then you're gonna put that over the ribbon. Then you're gonna take your piping and put it in the middle of your finger. After it's in the middle of your finger, you have all of it mushed together. You're gonna flip it in half, just like that. Then you're gonna flip it around, and then you're gonna tie your piping as tight as you can get it. And that's how you do your floral pick. Again, I'm gonna do it on the other ribbon. Gonna tie your deco mesh tight for both colors. Put it on top of each other. Fold your ribbon in half. Cut and cut. Put your ribbon on top of your color deco mesh, just like that. Take your piping mesh tube, fold it in 8, lay it on top of your ribbon. Take the pipe tube, again, fold it in half, just like that, and then you're gonna pinch your tubing real tight. And again, you have another. So what I did go ahead and make all my floral picks ahead of time just to kind of save time on the video. And so you have your 2 different types of picks. And what you're gonna do is you're basically going to take the rest of the piping and you're just gonna tie it to the metal part of the wreath. Just like this. Now don't worry about having extra in the back because you can always cut it off. You also want to go different styles. You don't want to just put the same style all at the bottom and none at the top. And so you should have 16 picks that you made, 8 in each color. And you're just going to go ahead and tie them to the bottom of the wreath. Don't worry if it doesn't fill it in all the way. You're going to be able to play with the wreath and actually fix it and fix the piping on it. Now that you have all your floral picks tied to the bottom of your witch hat wreath, you can go ahead and spread the deco mesh out and just play with it. Remember, there's no wrong way of doing this. It's crafting, it's fun. If you don't like something, you can always redo it and take it apart. The next part of our witch hat wreath, we're gonna go ahead and finish it off with our bats and our spider, which is glitter as well. And you can put the spider anywhere you want. Again, the spider is optional. If you don't want the spider on there and you want something else, go ahead and put something else. You could put flowers, you could put a skull, you could put anything that you want. I thought the spider was kind of cute, so I decided to do the spider. And then these little bats actually have little clips on them, like that. So I just clipped them to the deco mesh, which is pretty easy too. And again, there's no wrong or right way to put them on there. You could put them however you want. You want to wait till that glue kind of dries on the spider because the spider is a little heavy and sometimes it takes a little bit for the glue stick to dry. But now you have your witch hat wreath that you can either hang on your door or lean up against a cabinet or do whatever you want with it. You guys have a good day.